Globalization. How can Singapore safeguard its national interests in this globalized world? To me, Singapore practices globalization through connectivity. There are two main components to this: international and regional relationships and multinationalism. Singapore was one of the founding members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN for short. Singapore also joined the United Nations, or UN, on the 21st of September 1965, shortly after its independence. Singapore decided to join these organizations to uphold its national interests of sovereignty. The government wanted to establish Singapore's authority and place in the global community and to participate in more international trade agreements. So an example of this is when Singapore helped to spearhead policies such as the US-Singapore Free Trade Agreement, and this agreement has actually been in effect since 2004 and is the first bilateral trade agreement that the US has ever signed with any country in Asia. Singapore has over 5,800 US companies based in our country, and the US also benefits from us as Singapore invests in more than 30 states in the US and has supported 250,000 jobs for Americans. Through managing Singapore's trade relationships, we can actually assert our sovereignty, and we can also serve as a model to other countries, further securing our place in the world. Next, multinationalism. Multinationalism refers to the operation of multinational corporations, or NMCs for short. And establishing more of these NMCs in Singapore is beneficial to our economy as it increases job opportunities and helps to enhance Singapore's image in being a global business hub. So in this regard, I decided to take Johor Changi Airport as a case study to further my point. So Johor Changi Airport is a mega shopping mall filled to the brim with franchise stores and NMC retail stores such as Apple, Uniqlo, Coach and McDonald's, just to name a few. In this annotated diagram of a stretch of shops in Johor, it is noticeable that the whole line of stores is just NMC stores. So to know more about Johor and its NMCs, I've decided to interview some people to gather their opinions.
I feel like the shops here are so much more bigger and like, oh that's true, and like more bougie compared to other outlets. Like, do you like the fact there's more variety, like better quality like product? Definitely better quality.
So the interviewees actually really enjoyed shopping from the NMC stores because the products are generally quite high quality and unique. And I think that this brings out a bigger point about NMCs in general, in that they tend to bring very advanced and unique products to the market, and promotion of such products in Singapore would definitely allow Singapore to profit. So with greater profits, Singapore can help to safeguard its national interests of economic interests. Yet, there are some weaknesses. As globalization may cause a country to be highly reliant on global affairs, it may backfire. During the pandemic, Singapore's GDP decreased by 3%, and our tourism, aviation and trade industries bore a great brand. Now looking back to our case study, Johor Changi, which has close ties to our tourism and aviation industry, the Changi Group actually had a net loss of $954 million due to weaker than expected performance of Johor and the airport in 2020. In conclusion, globalization has served Singapore well in safeguarding our sovereignty and economic interests, as Singapore is able to stay connected with the world. However, it is also very important for Singapore to establish strategies to ensure that we stay resilient at the face of challenges in our ever-changing world.